Predator Badlands is on the horizon. And with the release of the official story trailer, we now have more details, more intrigue, and a real possibility of something huge, a canonical Alien versus Predator crossover. This third installment in the franchise, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, breaks tradition by doing something we've never seen before. For the first time ever, a Yautja, a predator, is the main protagonist. That changes everything. We're no longer watching humans survive the hunt. Now we follow the hunter himself, with his own goals, fears, family, and enemies. And that bold narrative choice may be setting the stage for one of the most anticipated crossovers in sci-fi history. Over the next 15 minutes, we're breaking the trailer down frame by frame, unpacking every detail, theory, and reference, and asking the big question, will a Xenomorph appear in Predator Badlands? Dek, the young predator. The story centers on Dek, a young Yautja warrior sent to a deadly planet for his first hunt, a sacred rite of passage. It's his chance to prove himself worthy of his clan and earn his mask. But unlike older seasoned predators, Dek doesn't carry the usual arsenal. No shoulder cannons, no cloaking devices, no high-tech armor. Instead, he's armed with a bow, a blade, and shurikens, a primitive but efficient loadout that reflects his inexperience. It's a controversial change. Longtime fans are already debating whether this is innovation or sacrilege. Still, it's a bold way to differentiate Badlands from past films and highlight Dek's underdog status. Tia, the android with the mission Dek, isn't alone. He teams up with Tia, a Weyland-Yutani combat android. And this is where the Alien universe starts bleeding into the story. Tia isn't just there for exposition. She's fast, lethal, and emotionally intelligent. In one scene, she takes down a flying beast with ease, then smiles innocently. Her most important role, communication. Tia learns the Yautja language, giving audiences a way to understand Dek, who for the first time in franchise history speaks in full alien dialogue. This decision gives depth to the Yautja as a species, no longer just grunting monsters, but a civilization with their own culture, emotions, and goals. Double trouble, Tia and her missing twin. Here's a plot twist many missed. Ellie Fanning is actually playing two characters, twin androids named Tia and Tess. The trailer only shows Tia, so where's Tess? The theory is that Tess is missing, and Tia's personal mission is to find her sister. That's what leads her to this planet and to Dek. Their alliance is built not just on survival, but on shared loss, purpose, and the search for something greater. Predator politics family drama. We see glimpses of internal conflict among the Yautja. Two other predators appear, one clearly a clan elder with white dreadlocks, and the other revealed as Dek's brother. In a chilling scene, the elder executes another Yautja. We see a severed arm and green blood. Some believe this victim might be Dek's brother, or another young hunter who failed. Later, we see a ship departing the planet, with the elder watching silently, suggesting deeper power struggles within the predator hierarchy. Dek may not just be hunting to prove himself, he may also be fleeing his own clan's judgment. Weyland-Yutani. The Alien Connections. Tia's connection to Weyland-Yutani opens the door wide to the Alien universe. When she reactivates, we see the company's logo in her eye, just like the androids in Alien, Romulus. There's also a reference to Mother, the iconic AI from Alien, 1979. On a piece of glass in the trailer, we see the word Mother and a unit number, 62. That's different from the version numbers we've seen before, 6,000 in Alien, 9,000 in Romulus. So either this is set between those films, or it's an entirely separate timeline. Either way, the implication is clear. Weyland-Yutani is up to something again. The trophy room and the real hunt. In one key scene, Tia is shown examining alien skulls in what appears to be a Yautja trophy room. Here, Dek likely shares his true mission, not just to survive, but to claim the ultimate prey. And that brings us to the big twist. The trailer makes it look like Dek is hunting a giant alien beast, but the dialogue calls it the super predator. What if that's just a misdirect? The Xenomorph theory. Let's break it down. In extended predator and alien lore, the Xenomorph is considered the greatest prey a Yautja can face. Only the most elite hunters even attempt such a challenge. In fact, in the Killer of Killers anthology, a predator warlord wears a cloak made from xenomorph tails, the ultimate trophy. So it makes sense that Dek, desperate to prove himself with minimal gear, would choose a xenomorph as his true target. If he succeeds, he'll earn not just his mask, but legendary status in his clan. And the clues supporting this theory? They're everywhere. Explosions, exosuits, and Weyland's real agenda. There's a scene with a white energy burst, possibly a predator energy weapon, or a teleportation device. Dek doesn't have that tech, which implies another Yautja may arrive arrive later, maybe the Elder, maybe a surprise third party. Then there's the Power Loader battle, a clear callback to Aliens when Ripley fought the Queen. This exosuit appears right when Tia says, "We might not be alone in this hunt." That's no coincidence. Also, we learn that Tia works for Weyland-Yutani's bioweapons division, the same department that hunted and experimented on xenomorphs in Alien 3. In another scene, Dex smashes a container with a creature inside, possibly one of the tentacled monsters seen earlier in the trailer. If these containers hold dangerous species, then Weyland-Yutani may be trying to collect and weaponize them, just like in Alien, Earth, where the whole plot revolves around capturing invasive alien organisms. So what if this very planet, the Badlands, is where the company first encountered the Xenomorph? Teasers, cameos, and the future of the franchise. At Comic-Con, Dan Trachtenberg confirmed that Killer of Killers will get an alternate ending, featuring the return of both Dutch, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Mike Harrigan, Danny Glover. That means both characters survived past Prey, and they may appear in future canonical Predator projects. Combine that with Deck's story, and you've got the potential for a full-fledged Predator timeline, with old and new heroes colliding. Final thoughts. Predator, Badlands might be more than a bold standalone. It could be the beginning of a new shared universe where Predators, Xenomorphs, and Weyland-Yutani's twisted agenda all converge. The signs are there. The trailer is full of nods. The crossover isn't just a possibility. It's practically inevitable. And when it happens, it may be the biggest sci-fi event in years. Predator, Badlands arrives this November. Let us know. Do you think the Xenomorph is already on the planet? Is Deck the right character to carry the Predator legacy forward? And what kind of future would you want to see for this universe? Drop your theories in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.